This test has identified inspirational as your behavioral trait. Emotionally, you'll accept aggression and you'll downplay the need for affection. In your world, it doesn't mean just because you're an emotional type person doesn't mean that you need affection coming at you all the time, which is probably not true, by the way, but at least you downplay that in your life. Your goal in life is to control your environment and your audience or your audience. You want to be in control of what's going on around you. You want people that are listening and monitoring what you have to say. And you judge others by your projection of your personal strength, your character, and your social power. So your status is important to you because that's how you judge others, is by their status and how they've done and how well you've done in comparison. But you have a tendency to influence others with your charm, with giving them direction, with setting direction in your own life, and also through intimidation. And also you use rewards to influence others to do the things that you want them to do. But you have value to an organization because you act as a people mover. You're the type of person that can move people, get them moving and initiate things, people moving toward a certain direction. You set demands and you can you compliment people. You put disciplines in place, so you can move people in an organization. You can make things happen, which is very valuable, of course. You might overuse an attitude that says, "Hey, the end justifies the means." The end does not justify the means always. In fact, you should look at principles of life and concepts in life and look at your value system and establish a solid boundaries for yourself in your value system, because living this way will have a tendency to create an aura about you that you'll do anything to get what it is you want to have done. And of course, that's not true in your own mind. But remember, living based on values is going to help you to get through this issue. Under pressure, you might become manipulative, quarrelsome, or even belligerent. So watch out. When you start feeling that your temper rising, understand that it's going to be natural for you to move toward this manipulative kind of a behavior, to be quarrelsome and even belligerent and ornery. So don't let that overcome you, and be on the watch out for it. You fear weak behaviors in yourself and loss of social status. You want to be the type of person, again, that is seen as somebody who's powerful, as seen as somebody who is making things happen. And so you're going to have a fear that actually you could lose that. And so watch out for that, and you'll do fine. Just make sure that you watch for this. You consciously attempt to modify the thoughts and actions of others, which is how you move people. So you're trying to persuade them, giving them an emotional pressure, an emotional drive to get things done, and you'll attempt to modify their thoughts and actions in this process to get what you need to have done. And you want to control your environment. It's very important to you to be able to actually control your environment and to set things the way that you want, so you feel comfortable consistently. You're clear about the results you want. You may not verbalize them, but you're pretty clear about what it is actually you want to have happen. You introduce results to other people that you want to see happen on a pretty consistent basis. But when you offer those results, offer them this way: offer friendship to those who desire acceptance. So when you want to persuade somebody and you want to say, look, we need to get these results, go to them from this perspective. Go to them and say, look, I want to be friendly with you. I want to have a friendship. Of course, you don't want to use those words, but that's what the idea is. Offer friendship to anybody who you see who desires acceptance, and you're going to be able to have the ability to spot that. Offer authority to those who seek power, and security to those who want predictable environment. And you'll be charming in your interactions as you do this, and it's an important process for you to go through. You're astute at identifying and manipulating existing motives and behaviors toward a predetermined end. So you can read people, you see what's going on, and you have a predetermined end in your mind. You'll be able to manipulate and motivate people and move them toward that predetermined end. You're persuasive in obtaining help for repetitive and time-consuming details. So in other words, you're going to be a pretty good delegator. So when you're working with people, when you're in charge of a project, when you're making things happen on your own, you'll be able to get help from people to do these types of tasks. People often experience a conflicting sensation by feeling drawn to you and yet being cautiously distanced. And that's because you have a tendency to manipulate people. Remember that manipulation is not okay. Persuasion is okay. So make sure that people understand that, hey, I'm not trying to manipulate you. I'm trying to persuade you toward this end. We need to pull together and move this direction, and not let them see you as somebody who is being manipulative. Others may feel used by your manipulative powers. But you are well liked by your coworkers. They like you because you're friendly, you're outgoing, you're emotional, you're a passionate person. You use your considerable verbal skills to persuade others. So in the context of getting things done, you're going to be able to, because you have great verbal skills, you're going to be able to help get things done and persuade them. But you also prefer to reach your goals through cooperation and persuasion, not domination. So your goal is not to dominate people. Make sure they understand that when you're communicating with them, that you're not trying to dominate them, but that you're trying to persuade them. You use persuasion to help reach a goal, and that you want them to help see your side. But remember to take theirs in account also, their perspectives. Okay, here's some action items. You'd increase your effectiveness with more genuine sensitivity to others' feelings. Actually ask them about their feelings, see what they're feeling, and listen. You're going to be the kind of person that's thinking about what they want to say before the other person gets done talking. But you need to remember to be sensitive to other people. When people around you, especially people around you, are a little bit upset, make sure you stop, take the time, focus on what's going on in their lives, and be sensitive to their feelings, be sensitive to what's going on in their lives. It'll help you to achieve what you want without being manipulative. You'll be able to inspire and be able to move others toward goals for the right reasons. And you'll have a willingness, develop a willingness to help others succeed in their own personal development. So when you see other people stumbling in their lives and you've gone through it, come alongside them, walk alongside them in their journey, and you'll find out that that dance in the rain with a hurricane around you, helping somebody else develop, will be very rewarding. So that's your behavioral trait of inspiration.